Okay, hello everyone one more time. Let's start to play new games there, okay? Let's play Karagan this time. Let's see what we will get from here, okay? He's playing like um, French French games, so let's respond with e6 and then if the first c5 can be moved anyway, try to pressure that center of the board, okay? c5 takes. Now that's not under attack. What should we do there? Let's be sure everything okay and continue, okay? Alright, let's continue to play there. Let's bring the knight on f5 and try to pressure d4. If he takes, I will take with the pawn and there is probably won't be any problem. Okay, let's do this. Then bishop e7. Is it problem or not? I think not. Yes, Brilliantor. How are you, bro? He's sacrificing a full pawn, but why? Okay, Brilliantor, I see. Thank you for joining my stream. Okay, he sacrificed the pawn. I don't know why. If I check with the knight, he can check and take my queen, okay? Let's not miss anything. Bishop e7, if he castle, he can check and take the queen, okay? Let's not do that. Let's bring the queen on h4 and somehow bishop c5 and everything can happen. Just pressure his kingside because he has really great center, but we can't say that about his kingside because that pawns aren't great protector for his king. Probably he's trying to remove the defender from e5 because, because d4 is close, d5 is a little bit hanging pawn, I'm gonna say. Well, trade f6 and pressure f2 right with this open rook here. Okay, how I said, let's do that. Do not take, just how we can protect this pawn. Take rook, take bishop e3, right? Is it gonna work or not? Thank you, Brilliantor. Enjoy the stream, even if you want to play, send me challenge. I think rook e3 is only move because takes his pawns won't be damaged here. Okay, I'm trying to take the knight. My queen is hanged. What should I play? I would like to keep attacking on his rook because, if I take the knight, pawn takes his rook. If I attack with one more piece, it should be hang. Okay, queen f6 bring more pressure here. Even his knight, I will say, is a little bit under attack because if I take his kingside foot will be a little bit, weakened double pawns and open f-files. So I need only 2 moves to bring another rook and try here to take something or even mates first because my bishops are great. Bishop c6, d4, and to bring another bishop there. Only 1 week. Okay, I wish you will win, bro. Try to improve your chess about. You need some experience. Okay, let's bring another rook and take the knight. I can't even do that now. I don't know because I think there is no good square for his to jump. h6 or g6. h6, some sacrificing idea can be, there's a little bit risk, and g6 and taking the rook back, and actually gg I can take, and his pawns will be on that king side, will be on king side, but I'm not saying it should be protected, I can take that. Okay, d4 I will kick the bishop back, and that should disturb him a little bit, because the bishop is defending f2. And actually the queen is defending too, but bishop d2 I can take, and then the knight? Yes, probably. So bishop c1 probably is only move in this position. Another move which we can say is this great or not. My queen and bishop is queen f5. He takes the bishop, he will lose the queen. That's pretty okay. If okay, I thought I'm sacrificing because takes it like bishop under attack, and I would like to open g5 because my white square bishop will be so hilarious there. I don't know which one I need to take. Yes, I didn't see this coming. That was the whole problem, I thought I'm gonna trade my queens with knight, rook, and the pawn there. I like that brilliant moves, but somehow that's being blundered there. That was the whole problem. Well, let's play another one. Yes, I thought that too. Okay, let's bring the knight, the bishops, and castle, okay? Even if I would like to jump in these positions. If I have to kick the knight and bring the queen on e4 chest, that's the idea which I like the most, because I would like to attack on his king 10 queen side somehow, and even in the center. Okay, let's do that. Let's queen e2, queen e4. Okay, now queen e4 won't happen. If I take, he can't castle on queen side, king side, right? So he needs to keep on the center or queen side, and I think queen side castle is a little bit dangerous than some other. See, I am breaking my queen activity and pressure the rook. So he's wasting a move to defend. Okay. Take bishop takes, his bishop should be active. I don't like that. Knight e4, I am trying to disturb him with my knight and somehow force him to take, or probably he won't take if there is even rook, because his bishop is great wonder. So defending all this queen side and some central squares there. d5 takes. Then I would like to go d5. Let's be sure e5 is defended or not. Okay, if I take, my queen should be hang even with the knight. My knight should be lost there. That's the whole problem. Anyway, I have really great activity there, and even I'm happy to see this central is going to be open. Okay, let's keep our queen because that should be great attacking piece there. Where's the queen on? Probably c3, I'm a little bit pressuring the knight. Yes, that's not under attack, but anyway. It's idea to take e5. If I check, I'm opening the rook side, but I'm trying to use these open files there. What about knight f5? He can't castle, his rook moved the second time there. So if queenside castle, we will see. Bishop f4 will be a really great bishop, but the knight is disturbing a little bit. Okay, rook d1 will come. So he will can open his d file. Okay, he takes. Okay, he's not doing. I'm much happier to see this. rook d1 to pin the knight or rook c8 to pressure c7, but I think bishop d6. Okay, what if we double our rooks on that c file, and c7 won't be so easy to protect. So let's see. Someone has a shirt in his name, how can I get that too? I'm doing with computer. Ah, you are not moderator. Takes and then f7. f7, I don't know. Probably he can pin. That should be a little bit aggressive. He's sacrificing a pawn there, just have this open file there. Can even sack the rook and rook c1. How we can defend the queen? Bishop c6 to get out from that pin. f7. Okay, now I can't. If bishop won't protect from c6 after rook c1, we could sack the rook now. Okay, what about rook takes? No, queen takes and mate. If not, king b8, he will lose queen immediately after that. King 8, knight check, and I will wait with queen sacrifice after king b8 there. Oh, he will get mate from queen c7. Knight check, king b8 check, king a8, rook takes after queen b8. Not that's color's mate, how that called? Okay, he disconnected. Let's play new wonder. If anyone wants to play, send me challenge. I'm playing with Beavers, okay? Let's play Sicilian defense. Okay, we have Alepin Gambit, very much players even before 1400 are going to say that's really tricky opening for him. But you know, that's really simple development, really simple trades there. I would like to go a6 because, you know, bishop d6, some knight jump, and I need to trade the bishops because if not, he will have really great protection on my squares there. Knight c6. Knight c6 because I would like to open this p file, also connect and overprotect my d5 pawn, which is central, you know. You need to keep your central pawns. Okay, let's do this. Knight takes, bishop takes, and you know, bishop f5. Okay, that's the idea. If I take and queen won't defend d5, okay, now I'm not saying about that's not defended, okay? That's really great defended, but there is some tactics, probably you blundered a little bit, even in bullet games, very much players are blundering that. Okay, castled queenside, and I'm gonna blink the rook and the queen jump, you know? Slavem opres Mikic Harner Terhosh Gorica and make a Sharnake. I'm getting out from this pin, and you know he can't take. He will get mate from b2. Do you know Banana get the 13 you were his first follower? Ah yes, I know him. He just uploaded one video and stated, I don't forget my first follower. Yes? Yes, I remember him. Bishop b4 and c5 takes. What should I play there? even rook trades or it takes. I don't know. Probably we are trade these pieces there. He's my brother. Okay, bro. Nice to meet you. Do you playing chess? If yes, we can play. Okay. Now we have really great e-file and also queenside is really active there. I would like to go c5 and open this file there, but my d5 pawn will be a little bit pressured there. And b3, I don't like some trades here because my pieces are hyperactive. My rook is defending this whole e-file and queen is very active on that queen side. I would like to bring the knight. And what he needs to bring his rook only one. Okay, he's doing. And if he brings his queen there, that's some pawns should be lost, but his queen won't defend his side. And that should be a little bit aggressive from him. I have an idea. I can trade and play some h6 move to not get back checkmate. But even knight c4. Knight c4 I will attack on the queen and b2 should be hanged there. He has attack on my rook, which probably can be a mistake because now I'm pressuring with 3 pieces and he can't defend b2, right? I'm not saying he's gonna be mate or something, but he can't defend this sometime. He can't take. Let's take his knight d5 and even knight d3. I will fork his queen and king. Let's guard it, backbreak, guard it, and okay. If he takes, even at the time, he won't lose on the exchange. The other knight should be hang on c3, right? Yes, he abandoned the game. Who wants to play? Send me challenge. Still I haven't. Okay. How you know I wear 2200? I lost so much elo. I'm not that much bad, okay? Let's play Varina Gambit and very much players in this rating are going to be tricked there, I don't know why. That's very aggressive opening, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna castle and my rook here is doing a great job. I can't even force him to trade that. To trade and, not bring my rook. I can't even sack the pawn to have really great positional advantage there. Now bishop takes, he's gonna take d4. His fork won't be, and what about bring the bishop? Yes, now g7 is pressured. Knight can defend, but anyway, that won't be easy. Takes. Okay, now we can take. G5 should be open, and if he brings the rook, that's my attack should be over. Let's bring it back, and how can I bring the queen? Because his two knights are defending all that squares now, I think I can bring another pieces into the game. What about knight d5 takes, pawn takes? Moves to HS. That's your chess name, bro. If you want to play, find me on chess.com. Yes, bro. Find me on chess.com and we will play, okay? How I said, his knights are pressuring this position very much and I can't bring another pieces. That's why I'm going to trade and trade there. And, some pawns should be really good pressure from me. Okay, I was waiting for this move in my whole life because I'm opening the bishop. Probably I'm gonna trade or not. If not, rook g4, h5. He can even try to trap my rook, yes? Okay, let's trade. You are my friend on chess.com or not? I think not, but okay, you can send friend request there. Do you mean that? Knight trades and yes, bring the queen double. This queen and rook and should be okay. Even with a bishop take, don't be mistake there. Rook takes, bishop queen h6 check, right? But somehow we can try to escape from me. Okay, how I said my rook is going trap and that was okay. Okay, his bishop can protect this dark squares very well and okay, we can trade. He's up exchange, but what is his rook doing on the day 8? Szedł, że w pojagnę. Still he can't push that pawns forward, which will be, some aggressive from him. What if... I don't know what should I play. Probably bishop d4 and g7 will be a little bit pressured. Okay, probably that's why. Queen e6 to prevent me from going to this pawn forward, okay? He's doing absolutely right. c5, kick the bishop, just probably some activity is trying to make it his position. And probably g4 if he takes, he will get mate or not. c3, c5 won't work, so that's why we need to bring the bishop back. I like c3 because if not c3, rook d2 if I move my queen, that's queen can't defend all that. And this d2. g4 takes, queen protecting, and I should be up figure there. g4 probably g6, but that should extend his king side, and he would get dark squares weaknesses. So let's see what we will get from here. Now we can prevent g4. Okay, that's not doing anything. Or doing. Wait. Okay, I would have one rook and bishop against the queen, which, won't be very bad. Just if I try to defend my position and he won't check and take some pieces, that should be almost accurate position. Why not? Okay, let's do this. Now I need to protect all my pieces there. Should be a little bit hard. First, let's be careful to not blunder the rook or, this won't work. And I have even this passed pawn and f5 is really great defended. There are some tricks like rook f7 and push this pawn forward. To open this g7, even if g7 was under attack, how we can defend? They defend with a queen? Okay, no problem. We will trade these 3 pieces and my position can be much better. Just, I have passed pawn there. He has actually, but his king is very far from that and mine is not. Check king d4 to not blunder the bishop. Or even d2 backwards. Check d4, check c4. Another pawn check. Okay, see. I will lose a material there. If I play king d4 or, pawn takes even. I need only 2 moves, I believe, to bring my position in a really great square there. King c1 and, probably he's trying to push that pawn forward. That's why he's trying to bring my king back. d2 here. Won't make a new queen. Or he will do, wait a minute. How I can prevent this? Okay, let's bring our king to defend that. This should be checks that... No, he doesn't need to do this. e2 check, king e2 and He hasn't made from a run and some checks. If I defend with only 2 pieces that Ivan can't make a new queen, my king and bishop is enough to protect Ivan. He's also in time pressure, even I am. E6 and bring the rook, right? Because at the time rook, but my position is really tricky. Okay, how I say it? Because if queen can some checks, oh, that's not easy to protect. C2 was under attack, and if he checks, he could take the bishop. I'm pressuring G7. Okay, what is he doing? I would like to keep this G7 pressured, and some taking ideas should be. Is he gonna take? Okay, that won't work. Okay, that's pinned, otherwise probably I'm gonna take one of that queens and I could even take. Okay, not the best one. Okay, I'm gonna play new game. Who wants to play? Send me challenges. 1% Can uzmez hava saklayacak ya. Well, let's play Arrogant Defense this time. Usta, just can you send me friend request, or if there is some problem I can send you, okay? But I think you still aren't my friend on chess.com. Let's find you. Okay, I haven't you in my channel. Okay, I thought you were gonna send me. Next one I'm gonna send to you, okay? Okay, rook 8 and pressure this c5. Takes, kick the knight. Okay, let's break the bishop and then the knight to not render this bishop way, okay? He takes, my king side will be destroyed. Let's push and pawn takes. Pawn takes, knight h4 and he will take the bishop, right? Is it need to me or not? Bishop takes. Yes, just I want to keep my pawns connected on that center. Because still I haven't very much attack in his position. After f4, his bishop will be trapped there, and he will gonna lose that bishop, okay? What is he doing? Okay, probably he needs that trades, and what will change here? That's why I like this f5, f4 moves there in positions like that, which is really close, and there is not much play from both of us. Even I can take e3 first, because his queen should be pressured there and take with a rook, right? Should be great. I don't like to get some isolated pawns there. That's the idea. Okay, he's checking just to destroy my construction a little bit. Anyway, let's get that. D3 now I would like to trade some pieces there. For example, the queens, yes? I have uh, I have enough pieces and I'm up one knight. I can get endgame and I try to win this really easy. How can I bring another pieces? Okay, rook f3 to defend this pawn. I would like to bring the knight, but somehow that squares are closed from my pawns or from his pawns. D5 takes. Queen g7. That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, please wait a minute. Okay, thank you for waiting. This pawn is pressured. 97. Yes, bro, you are absolutely right. And even what are you thinking to bring the rook on g8 and pressure this? No, g2 square won't be better. I would like to go c5, but and bring the knight because the knight isn't active there. But d5 would be weakness for me after that, which that's why I'm not doing. d6 just I have dark square bishop and I can back there and pin your queen. Okay, and rook coming to pressure g5 there. f6 is under attack, but I don't think. If the knight is guarding, this pawn is gonna trade, and if c5 will be open, just can bring this. The two crazy bros. Okay, bro, I'm gonna send friend request after this, okay? Do you want to play? What about rook e8? Just how I can say it if I want this pawn before we're gonna lose, because I said it pawns aren't great defended. That being all the time. Okay, let's kick the queen and he's gonna lose the tempo. He's moving his queen second time. I need this three moves and this rook and pawn will be pressured. Just g2 will be very good attacking square for me, that's there's a weakness in his position. Just if I attack with on two pieces and fork them, that's one piece to defend all that diagonal. h5 he can't take. Okay, I believe I'm gonna take this. That loses opponent's axial bishop. Okay, how we could miss. Okay, how much is your elo? Takes. I will get 2 pawns. If he decided to take the bishop. Then I will check, trade the queens and his rook should be hanged. Let's see if this gonna work or not. That should be crazy good if it works, just. Your elo 1200, I guess. Why he blundered the rook? The bishop check, even rook c1 could be work. Hello, puzzle games. How are you, bro? Okay, from c1 I'm trying to mate there. How can defend? Bishop c2, I can't even sack the rook there. Just because I'm up a bunch of pieces. Okay, let's make advantage here and try to make new queen. h2. Ah yes, he's trying to check and take here. Even d5 he can't take, h2 to guard this pawn. And rook h8 is coming. Okay, I'm giving that rook to you. Isaac Smith. Thank you, bro. Yes, really great game. Thank for the game. We have +2 increment. So you are not gonna time pressure and blunder anything. Even the whole game. What is he thinking about? Okay, the two crazy bros. Your nickname is that I'm gonna send you friend request. Helping you was a pleasure. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yes, really great what you say. That helped me a lot, Even I mistake you. Now, what should you play? Well, I sent friend request to you, bro. After this, Mustush, after this, send me game challenge, okay? Bro, I'm 2100 in everything. That's your maximum elo, bro. Pixel play. Is that your maximum? To be honest, I have been playing PK Brilliance lately. PK Brilliance? What is that? It sounds a little bit, so I don't know what is that. So spotting this move is easy for me. Yes, thank you, bro. I don't like puzzles so much, if I be honest, but anyway, I think just classical games are the most important to improving chess. Okay, he got this fork, I don't know why. Knight g4 and 40 ideas, right? After d6. Queen f3, you know the idea about his bishop e3, and even queenside castle won't be bad. Okay, kingside castle, let's take and open his kingside. His bishop is great there, but you know that's not the idea, I'm gonna castle. I would like to get this trade there. Dixie play, what's your maximum elo? My maximum elo is 2200, bro. I don't know you know that or not, but that's the reality. You can even take and open this file for his book. Okay, he's doing that. But you are not gonna take the bishop, right? Or even take on and a3 won't be mistake. I'm doing a little bit aggressive moves, but you know, I didn't castle. That should be the most worst one, I think. Okay, this bishop is traded, so I can even castle on kingside, right? Bishop e2 and castle. Somehow like bishop g4, you know. If I trade how much pieces how I need, just all that pieces I can even trade, so I will be up at this. Takes and probably bishop d3 if we trade, because I can pressure more like f5 I can't take because I'm in a pin and so on. Takes queen e3 check can be possible. Okay, what is he trying to do? h5? Don't work. I'm gonna castle and everything should be protected, right? Okay, you know what's the idea? Queen trades and rook takes c4, but no, he didn't need these trades because he's down a full piece there. Just piece against the pawn which double. Okay. See what happened. I forgot about this pin. This pawn is gonna lose rook e1 and take the rook on the back of the pawns. How he finds that move. That was a move, you know, that was whole tactics. Rook c3 check, rook e3 to not blunder the pawn on a3. He will be up 2 pawns, but you know my king is very active there. Let's see, can I defend or not? h3, just waiting until he will do some crazy move. Probably we can wait for that, you know. Or some closing positions should be idea. Here f5 takes. Okay, I don't know, he's protecting really well. Okay, let's end this. Who wants to play? Still I haven't challenges. Well, let's accept his challenge. Now I have one, okay? Play the Owens defense. Owens. How that started? Please remind me. That's very popular opening. I don't remember that so good. Please remind me your form of there. B6, bishop B7, and pawn on E6. Ah, yes, that's really looks like Indian game, but on queen side. I'm remembering like that. Okay, I got it. I will play that for black. Okay. Very surprised, thank you. It's very little bit lagging. Moves to HS. Where are you? Bulgarian opening G3. Okay, I will play that. Probably you like that moves, okay? Bro, can we play bullet chess my ID? Okay, bro, no problem. We will play, okay? Find me on chess.com first and we will play. Isahak, if you are a little bit low rated, I don't recommend this opening to you. You know why? Because you are giving the center to him. And now you need to try to have that center back, and that's, not easy. My rating is 3200. Okay. Probably you are Grandmaster. Yes? 2 days ago I played with 2700 rated player. I don't know why he was doing in my stream. And pawn over extendings. Okay, you can try to break that consent, get your center break back like how I did, okay? I am an international master. Okay, bro. Find me on chess.com and let's play, okay? I would like to play with you. D5 to not blunder this pawn. Well, I understand, Nikita. I will wait for your challenge. Next time I'm gonna play with you. Let's be sure everything is okay here and continue, okay? Let's try to take the bishop and damage this. Rana Ismail, hello bro. If you want to play, send me challenge. Takes, queen takes. What about if after this trade I will fork, okay? And even I don't need that trade. I will fork anyway. And even I have another fork which I couldn't before e5, okay? Let's trade and yes, bishop if I take his pawn should be double if we don't protect after this, and he missed the piece from here. Take, pawn takes. Okay, let's take a pawn from here. I would like to keep my bishop, but I need some trades. Yes, the forks of legend. Oh, alright. Let's trade if rook d1, my bishop if attacks, that shouldn't be defended from him, okay? Well, he checks. Now I will try to push this pawn forward. I need new queen there. If you lost 3 plus, I'll just quit chess. Why? Anyone can lose, bro. How many you lost in that one day maximum? Just you are getting rating like some others, and your winnings and your losings are like 50-50. If I won all that game, how you are saying, I should be 4,000. I love against defense, I win with a lot. Okay, but how much is your reload? Probably not much, you know. Just I'm thinking that because no, Ovan's defense not succeeding in this a little bit higher elo. I can't move the rook. His defense isn't that much bad here. Even some from push, I will suck. The bishop and rook c1 can be possible, okay? Because my d2 shouldn't be under attack at the time there. Okay, I'm gonna make you queen even rook d5 sacrifice. Anyway. We can play Sahag. And you will show your opening card you are playing, okay? Okay, that's should be my 5th game in that opening, you know? Let's try to push that one forward. No, that's almost winning. Let's play a little bit faster. He's taking his card off from here, and I'm gonna try to take this pawns and making a queen and win. I can do even some primos. That should be working for sure. Okay, here is that. I was going to play a 20-minute primo probably. Yes, I won. Let's play with him another one. Let's see how he's gonna respond on that Vienna game. Takes d4. No, that's where it looks like hello in gambit. His pawn is gonna hang anyway. Some players are playing g5 if that protected now, if even that won't work. Takes d4 should be hang. He's playing a little bit better than 100 rating how he is now. Even queen here try to pressure this one, but castle that won't work probably. Before kick the knight, take the pawn, and you know, GG. This f5 should be open for me, and that should be great one. Sorry, Bachbirchen, love the ones. We can castle and probably kick the knight on h6, because that's only way that he can go. And we will take to open his kingside more. But knight f5 just... I would like to do that, right? Because now I need to open my window. How can I? D2 take this, right? King g7 should be only move that defending this. If not, queen can't jump. From h7, mating threats. With rook e8, I think rook f8, rook e8 or f5 only moves. Well, he blunders this mate. Okay, who else wants to play? Who wanted to play? Well, Sima rating is almost 2000. Bartavar? Մեր մոտ անցել է։ Ոնց է ձեր մոտ նորա։ Մեր մոտ 12-ին էր ամսի։ Okay, let's play this bishop d3. Because you need to bring your pieces the most active squares that's very active, okay? Bishop d3 is defending all that center, and kingside, queenside, all of this. Caro-Kann, yes, he played Caro-Kann. Yes, I'm not playing that. Like, I'm not playing Oban's defense. We are not playing Caro-Kann, okay? Almost same thing. Knight b5, try to take his bishop. You know, that's controlling very much squares, which I can't say about my knight on c3. That's almost closed from all that squares from here. c3 and my bishop is more active and his pawns are very well defended. I would like to jump the knight somehow and I don't know. g4 will be a little bit aggressive, but what should I else I play? It's a little bit close position. We are not getting some trades because if we try, probably our position should be a little bit bad. Just how can I? c4 should be pressured. I bring the knight. You know, nothing won't work here. We need to think a little bit creativity here. Just g4, bishop trades will happen here for sure. H takes. Okay, e4 is coming. Really great move from him. You know, he's trying to poke that figures and use this pin somehow. That's why bishop e2 to get out from here, and bishop won't be under attack, you know. Takes. Okay, the knight is main defender on his king side because h7 is protected. After bishop trades, I can't even bring my queen on that right squares. So even f3 is defended. Why I'm saying right squares? Because somewhere I can't pressure this position more, you know. I don't like to work on that queenside. Just what should I play? Probably before just pushing these pawns to have really great pieces activity. However, knight on c5, he will kick and force me to go back, okay? I'm not trying to lose some time there. Why he blundered the bishop? He played really great, but only one move he blundered there. And that was full figure. c4 takes. And d4 should be hanged, right? So knight g5 and that pawn should be pressured. Let's see this if it gonna work or not. Okay, now this dark square weakness and queen h4 to bring the bishop on f6 and from queen h6 try to mate from g7. Okay, it takes. If it takes, that won't work, right? Queen take, bring my bishop and bishop by e5 probably. If the dark squares were defended, that should be really great. Now we are getting a little bit advantage here. Okay, what if the rook jump? I'm sacrificing this pawn here just. I'm trying to work on that king side. The knight is pressured, the rook is pressured. Only move to defend all that. And if he takes a2, just his queen will be cut off from that king side. And I can use that idea. What if I take and push this pawn? I'm not a figure, let's don't forget about that. Okay, f3. He takes, I takes. And you know that's another idea to open this file for my rook. Prima Jevi Mijamic. We can get some trade just which shouldn't be good for him. I can't even understand rook c8 move. Why he played that because you know my king side is really great, active and little bit even overextended, but let's not worry about that. rook is gonna lose, but yes, he was trying to attack on my rook, but he didn't see that's coming probably. Knight takes with h8, right? He should be down a full rook and he can even take d1. So if he takes e8, I will force him to take with queen e5. He traded, should be sure losing for him. He hasn't any checks and I can make some additional advantage there. Rook e7, I think if I even lose my rook, that should be winning for me. Because these 2 pawns, that's hit each other. We do great job that all passed pawns in my position, okay? When you're down a piece but you have a rook, just don't try to trade your queen back, because no, you can keep checking and try to make it rather. Okay, let's do this primus. Keep taking here. Okay, that's winning. Let's see this move. That's probably 25 move I did, okay? Let's wait. Okay, really great. What do you think about that primus? Is it good or not? Well, another challenge. That's why I'm 2000. Sicilian one more time, okay? French Sicilian, I will say. Okay, before I like most because now as black I have really great center more than him. That's why I like this. e5, knight d7, and knight c6 I will pressure all this. Egy primównere. Valaki by jobb részeli bors figot patriarchas. Make a short version. Supporting ideas is coming. Okay, he probably missed it. That was with a checked. I couldn't say anything bad, Takes, bishop takes, or yes, probably bishop takes, because knight c6 just will protect all this. Even he's sacrificing, right? Even he's not taking. He's down a figure. He doesn't need to do that trade there. Okay, his position is a little bit active. That's a little bit simple because I'm not a figure. I don't need to play so fast and so fast plans actually. Punine tocos. Dobra. Czy? Am în așa că băunețele, neam haulă, ele nața căboș mixa hava casă, inne sun jotie tečam svalva. Tu ele stat pavase. F6 just opened the rook here. This thing's still in the middle, so should I play? I'm happy to see he trade his white square bishop here because that could create really much pressure on my king side and g6 somehow. He brings the queen and some other pieces. For the knight, that needs 2 moves, and for the bishop a little bit much, but if we pressure this, it should be a little bit hard for defense for me. Queen c7, try to take the knight. Probably queen f3 to go back. That's the pin, that's why you need to castle early. Well, let's take. My bishop was under attack. If I try to keep this just before he will kick it, okay? Hello, Lexical Code. How are you, bro? Queen f3. Can even prevent him from dealing with bishop h6, a6. If he comes on queenside, that's a little bit crazy because that's fights are open for me very much. Free bishop, no bro, that's not free. The queen is defending. If I take, that should be free queen, but from me. Yes, bro, I'm doing well, thank you. If you want to play, send me challenge, okay? Lexical code. Вперед să mână pe c-file pe I'm going to pressure here, and even bishop escapes, I can sack the rook on b3, and this rook should be hang or not. Hello, Geeky Gamer. How are you, bro? How's your days going? King Jackson, what are you talking? Okay, I would like to bring the knight on that center. Now I can't, but after bishop b7 to protect and take the bishop. Okay, chat is going crazy. Aynı lava, wiesz, ten mod teraz już. No co my head check on? Bishop g7, knight e4, and he couldn't defend, right? If he escapes the queen, just his bishop should be hanged there. E4 should be defended for sure, because, you know, just one queen can't do anything on, with the two figures. I haven't. I don't know him. I am 18 years old, just. It should be very early for me. Okay, that's king. I'm gonna take the bishop. Why king t3 just. Did you play King Hill Arena if you're, when you're trying to bring your king on the center? This looks like what he's playing. My day is great, thank you, Geeky Gamer. Okay, let's try the quiz and win this easily. Okay, I'm father, I'm boy. What are you? You're crazy guys. Hello, Rishabh. My boy. Okay, I'm gonna check, and without two figures I will win this, okay? Knight check or even bishop g2, but if this g file should be open, probably I can defend, right? Knight also back to open c file to bring the rooks. Okay, he blunders this work. He's losing so much time, but he isn't working on that defense, you know? Okay, bro. What exam you did? Is everything okay or not? Okay, Geeky Gamer, no problem. Still I haven't challenges. Let's play with Gia Lexical code the next one with you, okay? If you want. Thank you, did. Okay, I didn't need to play right away there. I thought we were gonna knight f3. Anyway, not problem. Where he needs to bring his bishop. His diagonals are open, and yes, I did mistake, but I'm gonna try to bring the rook here. Okay, Lexical code next one. I will wait for your challenge. Rook e8. I can even pin and try to bring the knight. Okay, Richard. Engineering exam. Is it okay? Did you pass exam or not? Yes, that's really great job if you can work about that. Bishop G4, some taking ideas should be. Even he can do that, but H6 and even like a little bit at G5 will come. Why is he breaking his queen on that pin? That weren't in the pin, but he's breaking. Okay, thanks. 95 years, or even probably D4 won't be a mistake. But I'm wondering if not even bishop takes double his pawns. You know, he would have two double pawns if he uh, don't try to prevent from that, okay? H3 takes. Okay, nothing won't work. What do you do for living? Still I'm not working, but I am learning CAC, statistical analysis system. And you know, I have some job interview, and probably I'm gonna work from October 1. Yes, that's a little bit far from here, but anyway, I would like to work great jobs with not much money, you know. Kahve randan medik. I watch each guy all love answer. Now what's the trick? If I take his bishop with protective threat, his pawn structure won't be that much so bad. I can try to trick him. Takes queen h4. I can sack the knight and attack h2. First to open the queen here. I can sack the knight and attack on h2. You know, if I take okay, queen takes. I'm thinking like h1 to push his king on that e file and bring the rook. That should be great. Somehow I'm trying to bring the rook because some diagonals are, some files are open here. Okay. Nightbot, what is he saying? What is that Nightbot saying? Okay, let's wait a minute. Here takes king f1, takes king e2. Oh, I can't continue my attack after that. So let's bring rook on e file here and sacrifice d3, right? Okay, now this h1 is defended, which I don't like. Okay, these two squares are under attack. I'm gonna take this. Now, where is our current one's Harmara? Որ հարմար է, լինի կարծկաս խաղանք, մեկ էլ էքության էլի ստրիմ անելու կարող ես մի ժամնաչափից պրծնեմ. Okay, these two pawns are under attack. How we can defend two of? Print Jackson, where I am from, you know? Let's see. I am your father or not. You know where? Okay, you will. No, sorry. What is my name? If you say my name correct, yes, I am your father. But You don't need, you don't know my name, you know? You have 2h2 and mate. Lexical code, I'm waiting for your challenge. Let's wait some seconds and play. Apres, watching podcast videoseli. Așa e cu efectul de jvoare și pahvele. Bravo, te cerneș. Okay, let's see what he's gonna play. Okay, g3. Kings Vianchette opening. Very well, but I don't like this opening so much. Even g3 should play the other. And bishop g2, I believe, but okay, no need to worry. Let's bring it to center because when my opponent pushing h3 or g3, b3 is losing a little bit center, but I don't know if he tries to bring it back, that's should be a really crazy idea from him. Takes, queen takes, d5. Queen take or even knight f3. Alright. Pawn takes, knight c6. Let's start the knight first, okay? And d5 is gonna be bad or not? I don't think because queen e7 I could play, but I think bishop e7 to get out from this pin and so defend if you attack I can move that, okay? That's the difference. If h5 to guard g7. But he's playing really tricky. Probably e5 can be good move here. If not h5, for example, d7 takes, d7 didn't take. I can take e5 and that should be just trades, you know? And now that started. What if I take? Queen trades, bishop can't take, okay? He doesn't do anything, I'm gonna take with the knight. Some trades will be happen. Should be down upon. If knight c3. Okay, that should be mouse click for sure. Hello, I see there. Did you say hello to Nightbot? Nightbot doesn't like you. Bishop f5 and no, even pawn f5 for some tactics. But I like bishop f5 because that will bring really great light for defender actually. This diagram should be pressured from me. That's why I'm saying I have really great center here. Because he played g3, right? Let's move. Oh, that's not easy to get out from here, and construction is really great, and it takes this should be much more better here. And what should I play with another knight? Probably 5 or not? Okay, that should be a little bit mistake because now he has white square weaknesses. For example, bishop h3 and something. Even e3 can work, he can't take because for this pin and you notice don't let the rook have has really great open files like mine has, and that's pressuring his king very much. Even f4 can happen if he doesn't finding another move there. How are you, RC player? Do you want to play? If yes, next one I can play. I believe f4 should be great one. f4 bishop g4 or okay, bishop g4 I would try to use the spin, but that's overprotected. Bishop h3, even king g1, you know. I bring my queen on f3, that's can be unstoppable. I'm fine, bro, thank you. Takes, queen takes, g5. Can't move the knight. Even if he attacks on my queen, I will take with h8. King takes, g5 can be moved anyway. Let's be sure he can't get out from here some shaking ideas. You know, when you're opening your position, be sure that queen can't check and so on. Do not blunder anything. Takes, pawn takes. Queen were probably f7 because rook e1, bishop g2, his king just almost can't move. Even pawn push, that's why he needed to take this pawn on f4 early than f3. That's why you need to have some calculation. Just three or four moves, okay? Bishop check and even f2, and you know f1 is really great defended. That should be a little bit hard for defend from me to queening, and even if I take exchange, as you know, I should be up rook because now I have up a piece there. Okay, I see there, send me challenge. I'm going to play with you next one. I think you want it, yes? Okay, we finished this. 10 minutes old, older players are playing rapid game this time. Let's play Catalan here. Bishop g3 and bishop g2 just sacrificing this pawn on c4, but if he takes, that's won't be a really great pawn here. By bring knight d2 and we see how we can defend. If b5, that's diagonal should be great for my bishop, which I'm trying to do even with a sacrificing a pawn. It takes to not destroy my pawn structure, which can also defend the center. Let's protect with the bishop castle and somehow knights were knight c3 even. Rook e1 e4, right? I'm trying to have really great center now. My bishop isn't good enough, but I believe in the end games that should be a really good one. Because more positions are going to be open. For takes. Okay, rook e1, how I see it. We will bring the queen here. b3. Just pressure queen side. How can I open the center? Okay, probably not to take. If I will pin this, he takes. Yes, probably he's gonna have some not good protected center here. But it's under attack. Rook will come on that fourth rank and some knight jumps and take the queen. Even f5. Oh no, f5, e6 will be h5. h5, h3, bishop f5. Rook h4, h5 will be weakness, that's why bishop g6, or even my rook can be trapped here on that h4 if I bring here. Let's think about that. There is some trick, you know, if I go g5, he can take this. You know why? If I take, my queen will be hanged, and he should be even up a piece. Okay, if the g5 was guarded with another piece from him, I could lose a piece after bishop g5, which seems creative, but in reality that's not all the time. How I said, I would like to bring the queen back because only two pieces are defending his king side. Queen c2 to get out from this pin, and what if I bring only 5? I would like to trade right because rook at h4, bishop g6, bishop e4. If not, just I will lose the tempo. Okay, so I saw that tactic, but why I blundered. Takes, bishop takes, h7 will be our pressure. Takes. I break and probably drink the bishop. Let's see what we can get from here. Even rook e8 and bishop f8 to early starts. First will be great. Okay, still he's not trying to take. No, that's a pin I can't move, and that's why he's trying to use f3. If he takes, I will have really great center, and actually I would have enough time to jump with another rook on f1. He can't pressure here, right? Takes. It won't work, knight h3. So after some of the knight can be help us. But now the idea, if he takes, he will do that, right? I will play probably e5, or probably he's trying to take with the knight, okay. Because that's still pinned, and that can be more tricky. Bishop f4 or e3. f4 we will trade, my knight should be great. If e3 and after e3, what should I play? It's a little bit defensive will be. But some sacrificing ideas even can be okay, not now, but anyway. e5 I believe should be only move here. Okay, now we have path 1, we can try to use that. Bring the knight. Okay, let's bring the bishop and attack on his bishop. Also, because these dark spots are really great protected, I would like to neutralize these positions and bring the rooks and push the d-pawn. No, d-pawn, just I need some protection on here, just e5 can be. What if I bring the queen on where? c4, right? To not get pin and e5. Bishop back d6. Just I'm trying to get some enter. Rook e1. e5, bishop take d6. And then d7 can come, but I would like to see my bishop on that h3. How I can defend? My bishop were on h3 and my pawn is trying to make advantage. Even my position can be a little bit better because I don't know what should he play there. How I can defend these pawns from moving forward. d5 takes. Okay, which won't work. So now that won't work. What if we bring the rook? Let's be sure he can't take and make some progress in my position. He could take b2. He's losing material. Think, bro. Hello, bro. How are you? I don't know why he's losing material there. And I'm going to have 2 pieces against his 1 rook, which for sure should be fine for me. I'm going to push and take and bring another pieces activity. Wait a minute. Takes. Rook check, king f2. Why he did that? He missed his bishop and I have 3 pieces against his 1 rook. Okay, it was very close. Think, bro, if you want to play, say me about that, okay? Blunder king. Yes, really. That was blunder. He made 2 blunders, otherwise his position was really great there. Okay, let's play another one. I'll be still dead. Let's be sure everything okay. Alright. Even f4. Just nocturnal attack, okay? d5 we will take a d4. Even d3, I don't know. What happened to me? I literally made stupid blunders back to back. Yes, I don't know. You played grid and there was advantage. Think, bro, I'm listening to you. What are you trying to say? Even knight takes to bring the knights with the tempo activity won't be a mistake there. Okay, not worry, I sit there. We'll play one more time if you want. Okay, which I missed. d5. I'm trying to bring the rook and the queen and pressure h5. Okay. Then let's connect the rooks first and defend all this first rank. To bring the rook. The rook where? h7 is now guarded with bishop and that's won't be easy to attack there. What about rook g3? Why I bring my bishop on b3? Because I needed to bring it on d3 and preventing his bishop from going there. How can I get it back? Okay, knight f4 will be a really great move. I will bring his bishop back and continue my attack on that h7, which should be a great one. Okay, let's check. Let's get out from here at knight f4. How can he defend that? How can he defend his bishop and then which is defending his king side nicely? Here, a4 he can't take it back, right? He's trying to trap my bishop. Okay, my knight moved from here and c3, bishop c2. Even a4 won't work. takes, if not f7 is hang. Okay, why he took? Probably knight a3. But bishop c2 and I will pressure this. Probably his bishop needs to protect it, and g5 can be an accuracy because now he can't bring g6 and defend that white squares from my attacks. f6 to attack on that f7. f6, sorry. They are forcing him movements. Now that's really great attack on his position. That's not easy to protect. He missed that and I'm gonna take the pawn. Okay, I see bear. Thank you, Pink Bro. I would like to check and make some advantage now that's front work, but let's be sure he hasn't anything in my position with these pieces. Rook e1. What's my idea? Okay, h7 was pressured, right? Not because this e file isn't protected, I would like to bring the rook. The defense probably h3 can I play, but that spot will take checkmate and some knight f2 check king g1 and some mating threats even. g3 just, if you push that pass forward and bring the queen, that's not easy for me to protect. I'm kicking the knight back. Not that really great further. Check king g7. Oh, hello, Sniper Rook Chess. How are you, bro? That's getting a little bit harder for getting some attacks there. g3, knight h5. Check here. Okay, I would like to keep my bishop. He can't take, right? Okay, let's bring it here. Not let him to go back. Now I can't take. That's the difference. Let's be sure we are not getting the correct checkmate, which he's trying to do probably. Rook check, king f6, queen f5, king h6. What if I sack the rook? If he takes, that should be mate. Okay, check, king h5. He takes, he will get mate. Queen d1 check. Okay, that's gonna be work. If he takes the bishop, I have some discover check. Okay, he missed it. Really great rook sacrifice. I don't know if he could even defend or not. Okay, I'm waiting for next challenges. Tiber, I'm waiting for you. Sniper Rook Chess, do you want to play? If anyone wants to play, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Are you here? I see bear. Okay, I got your challenge. Before this time. Okay, all of his defense we have. Then d4, d6. d6 is most common move in this opening. I think no other move is working there. Bishop d3, I'm gonna castle. King the rook. Or even e2. E2 will prevent me from e5. That's why I'm not doing, but some takes and if his knight works, d4 should be pressured from him. At c3, knight d4. Okay, because when you are seeing open files, bring your queen and rook. If you are seeing open diagonals, bring your bishop there. That's really cool ideas. Let's see how it's gonna respond. Okay, so first let's bring bishop and knight activity and then the rook, okay? Bishop where? Probably even b3 and bishop b2 won't be a mistake. You know, I will have really great diagonal, but after bishop f6, probably I have to trade the bishops after that, which I don't like. Bishop f4 and the fixed it's even back. Let's wait how we're gonna play. Okay. Now I said the idea takes and take d4. Okay, bishop e3. Just defending only. Queen c2 he can't take, or even he can. I don't know, because I take with a check and then the bishop g6 he will block my bishop and he will gonna take. I'm gonna sacrifice. Queen takes, rook f7, bishop h6. I don't know. I don't have enough pieces on its king side to sacrifice any piece. That's why still I'm not doing. g6 even can be moved to bring it back. I just cheated my main account. I lost it. I can't recover it anymore. I don't know. Probably you can't. I have one friend who cheated a lot and he lost his account, but that was 3 months ago. But now he blocked. So I think I can't. You can't recover. Sorry for that. 99% you can't. Okay, but you can communicate with chess combat means. Probably they're gonna do something. I'm not sure. Can't even take the knight and. Oh. But I needed to sacrifice the bishop, but because this g5 should be open, can I bring the rook? Okay, simple. Very simple and good move actually. Now we need to get out the knight from this pin, and the only force that will be really great centralized. Take the bishop back, or even bishop h6, bishop g7 probably. Okay, see I'm missing queen b. Okay, now that bishop isn't that great because now g6 is defending his king side very well from my light square bishop, and I would like to kick his bishop back because somehow some squares he's defending. Good night, bro. It's just 28. Now it can't anyway. PM. You are sleeping so early, right? I'm sleeping in 9 p.m. Not much difference. Okay, goodbye, bro. Have a good dreams. In the same time, I'm going to make new stream. If you want to join, you can, okay? Tomorrow. Okay, that's still the card. What about bishop h6? No, 94 I was trying to bring probably from d2. So still that's not guarded. Okay, now I can. I don't know, we need to get out from this pin or not yet. Pawn is defending, that's really great idea here. I would like to go e3 and 94. How we can do about that? If it takes, my construction will be great. If it's not, okay, we will see. What about queen f3 get out from this pin? It takes. Can I suck the queen or not? Let's do that. Do you know the idea of why I am sacrificing the queen? Because these dark squares are really great defended, and that should be very tricky. I double the rooks, that should be a little bit hard for him to defend. Even h6, h5 won't work because I don't know if I can check king f h7 mate from here, it will come. Okay, I lost the blundered this move probably. Okay, let's get it back, but oh good, I'm just says that if you have a knight, don't resign. We have two knights. We have really great activity on the center. We are not gonna losing right away. If I move the knight, checkmate, okay? His pieces aren't enough active. So let's bring another knight. So f6 check, king where? Okay, that's going to be great here. Knight f6 check. Yes, his queen is under attack. He needs to go another square. Probably h5 to keep. Okay, not h5, sorry. G4, h5 font for some forking ideas. I'm gonna check if he moves g7 or h8, some discover attack. We don't do that f8. h7 should be hanged. That's why he needs to guard h7. Okay, everything is good still. Because his pieces aren't active, still everything is good. He offers some trades with the rook activity and so on. That's promise I will win that, okay? I would like to bring another knight, but we need to be sure we are not getting back like checkmate. If my plans will be a little bit slow, how can I make advantage? That's one easy. Check. f8 will be only move. And g4, right? But what? What after that? Okay, so rook can't come, which I'm happy to see. This comment offers some trades. Just if I lose my rook, I can't play against it, okay? Now we can. Bishop back. Bishop back, queen g7, knight forward. I would like to bring my another knight into the game from g5 and some other. Rook here, bishop back. Bishop back, if he moves the queen, we are moving the knight. It should be great, right? I am not trying to trade the rooks and he starts for aren't that strong. I'm trying to use that idea to attack from there. What about knight g5? Working and he brings the queen. h5 from f6. You know, that's still defended, but you know what will happen after some moves. So probably g7 to pressure also this diagonal. Okay, it's a really great idea. I saw that, but I didn't want to realize he's gonna do that. Okay, how can I defend these pawns? Let's bring our king in the center and try to defend this position. I'm down exchange and the pawn. But still I can resist her. b3 blunder a2. Can even trade the knights, but knight d2 or not? I think my bishop will be almost enough to defend these attacks from the rooks, okay? King f1, I will force c2 or back. But what if he could even check, take the bishop? I would save the knight, but not much difference. Okay, let's resign. Okay, bro, you played really great that one. Well, let's play with him rematch there. Scandinavian, yes, let's see how it's gonna play against Scandinavia. Queen a5, I would like to go positions like that, and then knight c6 can happen. Even knight c6. Knight c6, d5 castle, he can't take the knight. Yes, that's speed. With playing Scandinavian defense, you should know about this. I would like to bring my queenside pieces in a really great position because this d5 should be pressured from me. Even knight b4. How can he defend c2? Bishop d3 takes, his pawns will be in a really bad square start. But still I want to castle. Okay, rook c1 now can be knight b4. Abdul Kafaramiri. Okay, bro, you can play with me. Find me on chess.com and send me challenge, okay? We will play. I'm pressuring c2 and trying to fork, and if it's not just, I will take d5, okay? That's already really great. I'm attacking with 3 pieces, that's why that d5 was a mistake from him. Okay, bro, after that I will play with you, thank you too. Okay, he's doing really great job. How he finds that move. Can't take c2 and even d5, my bishop will be lost. Or not. Okay, I believe not. Nobody takes, my bishop should be guarded. He takes the bishop, knight c3 takes. That should be under attack. I'm opening the knight from my block queen, which isn't protecting f5, right? Takes knight c3. And even his queen will be pressured. Yes, he will take with the opponent much happier from me. I will be much happier, I mean. But what if b5 should be open? No, a little bit good, a little bit bad, but I'm trying to keep my position where I'm up a pawn, okay? Takes. If he takes the bishop, that's queen f5. But his king still in the middle. I would like to bring my pieces how fast as I can and try to make some advantage in his position, some threats. Okay, Abdul, you can send me friend request. I will find your account, okay? We will play. My opponent's still overthinking what he's thinking about, probably to take some pieces from my position, but still I'm not seeing any threats there, which can be tricky, okay? Okay, let's see. I think I saw on that plans that could try. If not take, that's I'm not seeing anything that he can play. There is no some attacks probably. What about bishop c4? If you not take, I will trade and that should be funny. E5 can work even. Just I will attack on the knight, have really great center, and my bishop should be open there. That's the whole plan I would like to do. Takes, bishop takes, and my bishop should be attacked. Okay, what should I play? I can't do anything. Bishop g6. Okay, I think bishop g6. I couldn't take my bishop and attack. He's pressuring f5 with two different pieces, right? That's why bishop back is should be the best move. Takes doesn't matter how. I think I didn't blunder. I am thanking 4 or 5 minutes for that. Didn't find any move that he could play there, but he missed. No, he didn't miss. I think there is no miss. What move are you thinking, Abdul? Knight before his knight should be pressured. Actually, if I take a2 just should be great, but can even trade the knights. Take a2, right? I think that should be more good. Because I'm not bringing the knight on a2, I'm bringing the queen, which should be great. Knight takes. Knight takes. I will take with a queen, and that should be all. Queen takes, and if he takes, if not, that's same thing, bro. Yes, you are right. That was pressured, and because I need to get out from here and even not lose a material, that's why I thought I'm gonna take with a queen, right? Some other way should be blunder for sure. Okay, bro, no problem. Now my king set is closed. I played typical Scandinavian defense there, that's why. If the knight won't defend, just I would like to bring the rook and some checks, king d2 and some pinning ideas. He isn't want to keep his queen on that d5. What's the idea? Queen d7 won't work. If he takes the knight, it takes queen check. I will get back like checkmate. Really clever move from him. Let's go c6. Probably third square bishop can jump and make make something in my position, but before that I think I can handle. If I bring the bishop e7 and the rook, I need only 3 moves. I defend before that should be really great center, really great 5-star, which I'm trying to get. Okay, bishop back is losing a move, but you notice some squares are open for him. e6, bishop e5. I would like to take the bishop from here. This dark square bishop is very annoying. Bishop d3 I won't take. I will wait until he will take. Yes, my pawns should be open, but I'm trying to open my fights for my rookster. He sacrificed, right? I think he hasn't enough active pieces to tackle my position. That's why I'm not so much worried about queen a4. Yes, that should be only normal move that I'm defending c6. Because if I keep my king closer, bishop check, king d7, no check from the knight. It will force my king to go back and c6 should we lose anyway. Even bishop e4. Yes, bishop e4 will cut his queen from the diagonal, but because my queen weren't doing anything there, then I brought the queen. Okay, he did blunder. That's the first blunder from him in this whole game because the bishop is attacking the queen. I could even take the knight right away because that queen he can't take it back. But c6 he could take and even try to keep checking, try to take a draw from here. I'm attacking on the queen and the queen moves. b3 will become. If I take b3, c2 will be another pressuring ideas there. I would have another for that. Yes, that's 3 we missed that he could check and defend all that, right? Which he didn't. Okay, here is that. Abdullah, I'm waiting for your challenge. Okay, I will wait some seconds. Be sure everything okay and start. I'll accept your challenge or not. Abdul. Thank you. Thank you too, I see there. Okay, let's play our favorite for take. In knight takes, I will have grid center. Should before take destroys the structure. Abdul, am I playing with you? Anyway, knight f6 or e7 because f6 you can take and play e5. Okay, knight d5 can be moved, forget about that. Okay, Abdul, thank you for that. Very much I rated you are, you know. Knight f6 or even d5. Even d5. Okay, I see there I'm going to say. Ach, Birjan, staatsfirma Stadtwacht. Takes and d5 is the idea. Okay, I see, but I'm gonna say your calculation, you need to work for it, you know, because blitz games you don't need so much calculation. In that rapid games you aren't calculating so far. And that's why your blitz is so higher than your rapid. Just try to understand what my opponent trying to do and try to defend. Or disturb it. Equals rating. For 2000 rating, you need to memorize the board, and your calculation will be very great, you know, because your game will be about 20. I'm calculating to find rapid, not very much. I see, but I think that's your problem. Your calculation is the problem because blitz games you are playing really good because you are calculating only for 3 moves, which you are doing right. But in rapid, you need to be careful because in blitz that doesn't need so much. That's all your fast play, okay? Okay, I forgot I can't take. I will blunder the rook. Takes, bishop takes. What about rook b8 queen here? Just to reach 2000 rating, you need to play more rapid games and analyze your games. And losing games, not winning. Thank you, Icyberto. Takes. Duel apres auch Rook b8, queen b6 to pressure b5 lands. These pieces aren't so much active. I have a voice was really great, but even I'm going to lose this. Okay, let's end this stream. Very much people are under 2000, even not 1000, but they are streaming. Don't worry to reach 2000 and make a streams, okay? If you love that as a hobby, you can do it anyway. So goodbye everyone, thank you for joining my channel. Tomorrow in the same time I'm going to stream, so goodbye everyone. Have a great day.